Steel bin shelving looks straightforward. Perforated posts, cold-formed shelves, proprietary connection clips. But the structural behavior of these systems is anything but simple. ANSI MH28 is built on a simple premise. When structural behavior cannot be fully characterized analytically, empirical physical testing becomes essential. The equations are well understood: stress, moment, deflection. But proprietary clip mechanisms introduce multiple contact points, complex interlocking geometry, and non-uniform stress paths through perforated cold-formed steel. At that interface, theoretical calculation alone is insufficient. This is not a gap in engineering. It is the reason testing exists. Empirical testing is what bridges theoretical design and real-world behavior. It establishes how a system actually performs under load, rather than how it is assumed to behave analytically. The standard addresses this at two levels. At the component level, stub column testing evaluates perforated compression members and determines the effective cross-sectional area, the Q factor. Perforations fundamentally change section behavior, and testing quantifies that reduction.
At the system level, the complete shelving unit is evaluated under uniform load. The test establishes maximum capacity before failure, or before reaching the allowable deflection limit set at L/140. Two different scopes, both necessary. This philosophy has evolved with the standard. The 2024 A revision of MH28.1 moves beyond gravity loads alone and incorporates displacement-based seismic evaluation and rotational capacity. That evolution reflects what testing has shown about how these structures actually behave.
One point must be stated clearly. MH28.1, MH28.2, and MH28.4 are not interchangeable. MH28.1 applies to industrial bin shelving, proprietary clip connections, gravity and seismic capacity. No prescribed height limit when engineered. MH28.2 applies to industrial boltless shelving, rivet or formed metal tab connections. Testing focuses on cyclic moment capacity, rotational rigidity, and seismic energy dissipation. MH28.4 applies to retail and consumer boltless shelving, limited to systems under 96 inches in height. The focus is stability and resistance to tipping for everyday use conditions. These are distinct systems, with distinct structural behavior and distinct testing intent. Applying the wrong standard is not a paperwork issue, it is a technical one. These standards are developed by the Storage Manufacturers Association and approved through the ANSI consensus process. Neither ANSI nor SMA certifies products or enforces compliance. Enforcement occurs when adopted by the authority having jurisdiction. At that point, voluntary standards carry legal weight. A spec sheet lists claimed capacity. Testing context explains whether that number is meaningful, including configuration, loading protocol, and observed behavior. Empirical validation is not a footnote. It is the foundation.